Ladies and gentlemen, just about few hours ago, Rigathi Gachagua is coming out to drop a bombshell as whatever is coming out to request Kenyans. Kenyans are coming out to disagree with Rigathi Gachagua. It was not Kenyans who came out telling Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto on what they were going to do when they were going to take over the office as, of course, the next government. It was William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua who came out very clear towards what they were going to do to Kenyans. These was promises that came from these individuals. Now, Rigathi Gachagua is telling us that 5 years is so little for them to come out and work as already they're having the government. I remember very well, this is the same government that during the electioneering periods, some individuals like William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, they came out saying that within 2 months, within 1 year, within 2 years, now they're coming out Rigathi saying this.
Inataka miaka 10 ndio ikuwe kazi ya maana. Hakuna kazi unaweza fanya ya maana na miaka 5. Inataka 10 years. Ndio ile miaka 5 ya kwanza ni kupanga vizuri, sasa pale mwisho. Si mnajua Mwai Kibaki aliingia tamu ya kwanza ilikuwa matatizo mingi. Si tamu ya pili atumalizia kila kitu. So tunaomba vile mpatie Rais William Ruto miaka yake 10, hata huyu Karinda mpatie yake 10, apange kazi ya Embu, apange vizuri, sisi tumuunge mkono. Si ndio? Hata huyu Mundigi huyu aendelee, iko shida. Si aendelee.
Remember, the same man Rigathi Gachagua was the man behind the bars when he was coming out to beg Kenyans again that you people give us just 2 years. You are going to be okay. And at least even if we will not finish some promises, at least we could have already, we are going to already actualize some issues here and there. And of course, it was Rigathi Gachagua who came out saying this.
Economy of this country, first and foremost, in the first 2 years, God willing, to return Kenya where President Mwai Kibaki left us, and progressively turn around the economy to improve the quality of lives and put money in the pocket of everybody, including teachers and educational stakeholders, so that people can improve their quality of life. So mimi nimeshukuru sana. I'm also a product of good education. So when I'm here,
after saying so, remember, Kenyans are coming out asking simple question. These are the people during their manifesto launch. We heard William Samoei Ruto very clear with some issues here. When it comes to the police, when it comes to health, when it comes to various development across the Republic of Kenya. They were so eloquent even saying some period of time how they were going to ensure that at least they're going to work. I heard even when William Ruto coming out giving his speech during the UDA manifesto launch, William Ruto came out saying that within 100 days, within 2 months, within 3 months, within 6 months, within 1 year. Now, they're telling us that William Ruto was lying to us during the speech where he came out launching the UDA manifesto.
In our first 100 days, we will implement the constitutional requirement of a police service commission to have its own budget and its own accounting officer. We do not believe that the police should be begging for money from the office of the president. The police should run its own independent budget with its own accounting officer. The saying, "He who pays the piper calls the tune," is the current problem with our criminal justice system. We We are also going to operationalize on our first day in office the Judiciary Fund, and as established by the Constitution. We believe the judiciary must be independent, operationally, constitutionally, and financially. The 2.5% of the budget required to run the judiciary will be made available to the judiciary so that the judiciary can run its course, deliver justice, and do so in a timely manner. Because justice delayed is justice denied. Kenya Kwanza will end all unauthorized evictions and property demolitions. The kind of spectacle we see in Kariobangi and Korogosho is not only inhuman, it is unconstitutional. Yes, sir. And it should never be allowed to happen to any other country. Kenya Kwanza will end ethnic profiling in the issuance of identity documents. And we will specifically establish an administrative appeal tribunal to ensure a fair and transparent process in the registration of persons with clear appeal procedure of not more than 14 days if a person is denied registration. Of course, we will appoint all the judges nominated by the Judicial Service Commission to the Court of Appeal. Of course we will. And we will do it within 7 days. Kenya Kwanza will ensure that we respect, we protect, and defend freedom of worship. We will lift the existing moratorium on registration of new religious organizations and expedite the registration processes. We will complete the transfer of all functions constitutionally earmarked as devolved functions to counties within 3 months. And we will strengthen the intergovernmental institutions of Council of Governors, IBEC, the Summit, and make sure that they meet regularly. We will, of course, respect the devolved system of government and review the formula for sharing national resources between the two levels of government and allocation of the revenue by either level of government to take into consideration population and other factors provided for under the law. On public service and our security services, we will ensure that there is a contributory benevolent fund for families of fallen and terminally ill officers, including mental illness. We will harmonize affordable housing mortgages similar to that of the judiciary and parliament to be available for our public service and the police. We will ensure that there is horizontal transfer options for people in service with the rest of the public service.
So do you think that we are having those who are going to work for us, or they're continuing to beg us to come out and elect them in the next general election? How will you come out to convince me that I should elect Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto again, and yet I've not seen anything they've done? Leave alone, there are some who never came out voting for Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto. But sincerely, there are those who came out voting for William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. How will you come out to convince them again? Because I know some people, even if they will not see anything that these people have done, they will still come out and vote for them. But there are those actually voted for William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, but they will not accept again voting for these individuals. Why? Because there are several promises that made them vote for Rigathi Gachagua, William Ruto in the same ticket. Now, for them to come out to say that they should be given now more time in the next general election, how will we come out to accept you, even if these people wanted to be re-elected again in 2027? At least they could have come out to work. At least that person who never came out voting for them can come out and just decide and change his mind or her mind to say that at least this is the government we want. I'm going to vote for them. But some individuals will not vote for them, including those who voted for them. Bigger percentage of them will not come out to accept this mischief that Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto are having. In fact, these people are fooling us. Because there are certain simple and, let me say, simple scenarios. For example, when look at the issue of police officers' salary, they came out adding 1,000, some 2,000. When look at the background of these police officers, they're not yet good at all. And that is why some of them are still having, of course, demanding bribes when it comes to certain issues that engage Kenyans. When look at also the health sector, this was the same man that came out talking about the NHIF, talking about that all Kenyans were going to receive free service from the government. Just the other day, I heard the cabinet minister of health, that is Susan Naumicha, coming out to say that if you are not going to register in this health coverage, you're not going to get any service from the government. The same man came out without even any fear, saying that we were going to ensure that the prices of unga, the prices of fuel is going to drop. Leave alone even the price of unga. Let them drop the price of fuel. If they're going to drop the price of fuel, then Kenyans are going to be at ease. Why? Because at least when you look at the core base, remember the fuel is the core base of everything. If you're going to hike the price of fuel, then the transportation is going to be so high. You know, the school fees is going to be so high. I know some people might not understand. And also the prices of several commodities are going to be so high when it comes to milk, sugar, unga, all those kind of commodities. The reason behind it is because fuel is the core base of everything. Or rather, it is the center of everything in the country. In every country, by the way. So when you look at these people now telling us that you just wait, elect them in 2027 so that they can lower the price of fuel. Hiyo ndio Rigathi Gachagua anasema. Oh, please, we cannot work within this 5 years. 5 years is more. Can you at least try and do something? You can just come out and say that at least we have done 55%, 45%. We can do it in the next term. So elect us, please. But these people are coming out again requesting Kenyans to elect them so that they can be in the leadership of the next government, you know, so that they can work for Kenyans. But how about this first year or first term? First term, at least you can actualize. Now, they're telling us that the first term is just to plan. What are you planning for? What are you planning for? If at least you're trying to do your best, what are you planning for? Because for me, even if I'm not educated about this governance, you know, but the reality is I'm seeing certain loopholes that these people, those who are seemingly like they are educated, they do understand how the government is being run. But today, even if someone who is not learned can come out and say that, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are having. We're having a loophole here, but still they're coming out to tell us they're having plans. You know, they're actualizing the economy. Which economy? At the same time, these people are high taxing Kenyans. They are borrowing, you know. Just in 1 year, William Ruto has already borrowed 4 trillion Kenyan shillings. It's almost the half of what Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta borrowed within 10 years. 10 years. This man borrowed almost to 8.4 trillion Kenyan shillings. Now, William Ruto has just borrowed 4 trillion Kenyan shillings in 1 year. You just calculate every 1 year, William Ruto is going to borrow 4 trillion. Then it means that within 5 years, he's going to live at 20 trillion Kenyan shillings. Which for me, I don't think if we'll reach that point. But it might reach that point because we are having useless people who are leading the country. That today, even if you try to educate them, they will not understand why. Because they are saying that they are trying to clean the mess of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. You want to tell me you are going to take 5 years or 10 years to clean the mess of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta? Then after that, you want us to elect again Rigathi Gachagua in 2032? I think, come on, Kenyans, we should come out and emulate certain criteria that if anyone is not working and he or she has been elected, let him or her be, of course, let him or her not be elected again. Because simply we have people who can lead this country. We have those who have good ideas, technocrats. But what we are having in our country is just politicians, left, right, center, those who even do not understand how to lead the country. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to give Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto another chance in 2027? Because that is whatever they are praying for. What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.